Hey guys, it's Logan Christopher from SupermanHerbs.com, and today I want to talk to you not about herbs, but about a superfood. Now this is something you've probably heard of, but you may not have, and most people aren't aware of the benefits of this thing. Can you tell what this is? You might not have seen it in this form. This is a Brazil nut. Now, Brazil nuts are packed so full of selenium, it is far above just about any other food on the planet. So many people recommend them for that reason. Selenium is, well, it's a trace mineral, but it's one of sort of those more major trace minerals that we need a lot of, and most people just do not happen to be getting enough of in their diet. It does all kinds of things like, say, preventing cancer from happening and just a whole host of health effects. But here's the thing, a lot of nuts, when you find them in stores, you get them shelled, right? The problem is with shelled nuts, especially if they're being shipped across seas, even if they're organic, they may be contaminated with different mycotoxins, all kinds of different things may be on there that may be less than the best ever. Would they possibly, do the risks outweigh the benefits? Hard to say exactly for sure, but here is a way you can get around it. If you get the Brazil nuts in the shells, well, these shells protect them from the environment around. So when you get them in this form, they're completely fresh. All you have to do is crack them yourself, which can be a little bit of work. Sometimes it's easier than others. I was hoping for a clean crack that time. Didn't happen. But then you have the fresh nut, just straight out of the shell. And you can actually taste that freshness just a little bit more. So I often eat them standalone like this. If you eat 2 or 3 of these, you're getting a big load of selenium, far more than the RDA, which means that's a good thing because your body can use a lot more of it than the minimum requirements that are set with the RDA. I think it tastes pretty good. You can also throw them into shakes, smoothies, that sort of thing. Here's something I learned about them and why they're such a good food. They're actually a wild food. Attempts at cultivating the Brazil nut have failed. So every Brazil nut that you eat and get is a wild food. When things grow wildly, they tend to have a lot more nutrition. So in addition to the selenium, which is, I'd say, probably the main benefit, there's going to be a whole lot more coming from this nut. So I definitely recommend you try these Brazil nuts. Now, getting them in shells, not an easy thing to do in stores. Luckily, we have the internet. So below this video, you'll see some links to where I personally get my Brazil nuts, get them in this form, and you get even more health benefits.